Alright, welcome everyone to another lesson of array methods. So this time we are going to do sum method. So what is sum? Sum check if at least one item in the array matches a condition. It returns true or false. So when to use sum? Checking if an item exists in a list, or validating if any field is empty, or detecting permission roles or tags etc. So what you basically the meaning of this is you can find whether at least one item in the array matches the condition that you give. So that's how array works. So let me show you it by an example. So let's create a constant array. Say favorites maybe. Yeah, let's make a favorite array 1 3 5 something. You have that array, and let's say like alright, maybe to be more practical I'll add another one. Const product id maybe, and let's make that product id. No, let's make that just id, product id. All right, so let's assume is this product favorite. So like what we are going to do is that whether this product id is in the favorites array. So how you do it? Like, so is favorites, it's favorite. How you do it is you take the array and use the sum method, and then you do similarly, like you get the item and you use the array method, and you have this id anyway. So it's basically we have get the element, so you check basically the element whether it is equal to product id. So if this particular condition is satisfied, you will see in the console it says as true. So let's see whether it is true or false. Is favorite. Let's add another. Is favorite favorite is true, something like this. Let's run the code and see. Yeah, it returns true. So let's assume like you change this to something else, maybe 0 30. Yes, that is not there. Yeah, it returns false. So that's because it actually iterates to the array and checks whether the condition is satisfied. If it is satisfied, it will return you that particular results. I'm clearing this. Let's do another example. Let's see array any field is empty or not. So how you do that? Let's create array const fields. Let's create array with some things, name, and now I'm adding an empty string as well, and I add email. Okay, this is just a sample array, but the important thing is you have an empty string in the middle. So how you can find something like that also using sum. So this is something you normally you will you might get something like this to do when you are when you are day-to-day coding. Let's see, const has empty, whether it is have an empty field. Let's fields and then some. How you do this? You get the element and then you write the thing. Get the element, and it's better to like trim this. So anyway, you should trim it. So I have a space like this, so you need to trim that. Equals and this. So if if the condition is satisfied, you should see this is true. Let's console log it and see. Right, let's run the code. Yeah, empty is true. That's because you have an empty string. So let's give us something. Yeah, look at that. So it's adding a space there. So that's why I trimmed that. So if for this, actually you can remove this, and if you do this, it will work. Like the trimming means you take it out all these empty spaces. So that's how some where you can use it. Maybe yeah, another example. Let's do another example. Let's see, you have a couple of roles and you are trying whether that particular role is there, and you if it is there, it is written true. If it is not there, it returns false. So let's do that. Const user roles equal, let's see, maybe editor, and another one user. All right, so we have two roles here. So let's write a method statement where we can check whether that the given role is there. If the role is there, it will return true, otherwise it return false. So how you write it? Const let's say we are checking admin is admin. Then what you do, use roles, and how you write this sum, and then you get the element, you get the role, and then you use the role and check whether you have admin role there. So let me stop the server here, clear it, and let's console log it and see. Console log is admin. All right, is admin. Let's run this and see. So definitely this should return false. That's because that particular role is not there in the array. Look at this, admin is false. So if we use a role like this, basically it's string mapping, it returns true. So basically that's how you use some method in array to find at least one item in array that matches the conditions. So basically you can use this particular implementations in your day-to-day coding. So I hope you learned something out of this. If that's so, I'm really happy about it, and let's meet with another video like this. Have a good day.